I see you down now. I see you down.
I am so excited about this EP and one of the songs in particular titled First Love. First Love is a record that really talks about just my desire to get back to my first love. And so, what do you think my first love is? Okay, my first love, I'm just gonna tell you, my first love is absolutely music. You know, I remember falling in love with music by way of seeing my family. Of course, God, He's like the greatest love. I think He surpasses first. He's like is love Himself. Of course, I love God. But I remember my grandmother, growing up as a kid, she would really groom me to really honor the gifts that I have through song, through music, through writing, through performance, X, Y, and Z, by her sitting at the piano. And she would be playing ding, 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 ding. And she would be like, sing, sing, sing. So she would sing a melody, God is love, God is love. And she'd be like, can't sing it. I would say, God is love, God is love. You know, and I remember just that call and response experience. That was her way of teaching me. She taught me by rote. She taught me by her example. And that really became a permanent, unwavering thing in my life. Music. When I think of the title First Love, I gave it that title in particular because the song, it really also speaks to how was a point in time where I was really trying to escape music. I was trying to get away from writing, from recording, from performing, just because I lost the love. I think from being in the music industry, you experience a lot of the jadedness that comes with it. You experience a lot of not so kind people, a lot of things that are puffed up to be these wonderful opportunities and amazing life-changing experiences, but things never come to fruition. And as you can imagine, when you experience that over and over, it's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be bothered with this. I need to be a veterinarian. You know, where I can make some real money. I love animals because I really wanted to be a veterinarian and marine biologist at one point in time. But ultimately, music was something that I couldn't escape. You know, even on my lowest days, it was a song that would lift my spirits. Or it would be a performance that would remind me of why I started. And so First Love, it simply talks about how I'm running back to my first love. I can't believe that for 1 second I was just going to give it up. Because a couple years ago I was just like, yo, I'm done with this. I'm going to change my major because right now everything sucks. But I'm running back.
'Cause you're so amazing, just the way you are. Oh, where you are, where you are, where you are. Yeah, mind if I go into a little bit of worship? Yeah, just where you are, where you are. I just wanna be
So first love, it has great significance because being very transparent. When I was in high school, I will never forget, it was in probably my sophomore year, I realized that I absolutely can, you know, pursue being an artist. I always knew from a young age that I was destined to be like this famous singer, yada yada. But you know, as you get older, you begin to get educated, you see life, and you recognize, wow, college is near, I'm about to be a grown or a young grown adult. It's kind of like, okay, how do I really find my route to being a singer? When I was in 10th grade, I remember I was at the barbershop and there was this poster on the wall and there was this rap artist, and I would never forget, I asked my barber, I was like, yo, is that man that's on the poster, is that him sitting right there? Because literally he was sitting waiting to get like a lineup or something, and it was. And I'll never forget, like, it had Def Jam recording artists, and I was just like, oh wow, like I put two and two together. For me, it was a huge impactful moment because after speaking to him, you know, he inspired me. He was saying, you know, man, whatever it is you feel called to do, you can do it. And so from that moment, I knew that I can legitimately pursue being an artist just because being a visual person, seeing him for whatever reason, it made it click for me that this is something achievable because he was tangibly here and telling me his journey.
What's up? It's your brother David. Just want to come and let you know again how incredible you are.
Oh my goodness, tonight was amazing. You're incredible. You looked amazing. You know I love the way you look. Your voice is phenomenal. Your spirit is incredible, and I just can't wait for the world to experience Keeyen Martin. This is amazing.
All my experiences with music and musicians and singers, I've never met somebody who's so filled with joy when he gets on the stage and gets a mic.
Suitcase, dun da da da, living out in my suitcase. First, I'm so grateful. I'm ecstatic. I'm overwhelmed, overjoyed. I'm running out of adjectives to describe the love that you guys and all of you new guys that may be watching this are showing to Suitcase. Suitcase was a song that was really birthed from a place of really wanting to pursue and live my dream. You know, from the lyrical context of places to be, things to see, let's hit the road, it's time to go. With all of that, as I perform it, I want to relay the message of hope, the message of optimism, the message of really just giving more passion and being relentless that you can absolutely live your dreams, regardless of what someone says that you should or should not do, or what you can and cannot do. And a little backstory, so when I was in high school, there was a lady, I can't remember her name, it's a good thing because I'll probably look her up. But anyway, you know how you're in high school and college recruiters come and they're trying to get you to really lock into their institution. I will never forget the institution. It was a high-tech institute. I had never heard of it. I was like, never heard of this college. But anyway, you know, I'm gonna hear her out, and she was going around the classroom and asking each student what was their aspiration in life. What did they want to be when they grew up? Of course, you hear doctors and lawyers and surgeons, and I want to invent this and yada yada. All these massive ideas that were really great. When it got to me, I was like, I want to be a famous singer. And I will never forget, she was like, baby, you can't become a singer. They don't make no money, and it'll never happen for you to be this famous, successful singer. You need to just be a surgical tech. And I'm looking like, well, first mistake was you just completely obliterated my dream. Who does that? Then second, a surgical tech. What is that? A surgeon? Like, I've never heard of that. Call me ignorant, but I didn't know what a surgical tech was at that time. And so I just remember in that moment, it really was like a blow to the face, because I was like, wow, I'm on the cusp of graduating, and the very thing that I hold near and dear, you're telling me I cannot do. You know, and I think that's one of the most difficult areas in life. There are a lot of people call them haters or whatever, that they really go against the grain of encouraging that child that has now grown up into a man, woman, and want to really become that one thing that they just get bubbly over. And so Suitcase was a song that wanted to reinforce even that older adult, that younger adult, that, hey, listen, if you got to pack your bags and travel to a whole nother place, you can absolutely live your dreams.
Sing it for 'em.
I've got places to be, things to see. Let's hit the road, it's time to go. What you waiting for? I'ma be living out to my suitcase.
I see y'all snapping up there.
City to city, state to state, country to country, just feeling the hate. If that's what it takes, I don't mind living out to my suitcase.
So when I think back on it, it's kind of humorous now because I vividly remember I was in my networking computer class. I do remember Miss Morissette. She was a sweet lady. Hi, Miss Morissette, if you're viewing this, that inspired and encouraged me, you know, after the moment that the lady from High Tech Institute spoke ill towards my dream. And, you know, she recognized I'm a Gemini, so we're like kind of sensitive, emotional people. So it really did affect me that, wow, she just told me, like, bro, you can't be a singer. You need to get a job. And I was like, oh, I can't be a singer. And so after that whole moment, I kind of look back and think on it now and use it as motivation because I am absolutely living my dream. I came to Atlanta, went to school, graduated with a degree in music, and since then I've been doing nothing but music. So I'm an example, and I just want to infect people all over the world, infecting hearts and affecting a change in the nation, that you can live your dreams. You can live out of your suitcase.
Every man, woman, and child, even Jesus got his crown in front of a crowd. They march with a torch, we gon' run with it now. Never look back, we done gone hundreds of miles.
When I was watching the kids perform with Common, I was telling myself, you see guys, people care. Look who's here performing with you, and you can't do this with him without all the work you put in. It's worth it.
Welcome to the story we call victory. The coming of the Lord, my eyes have seen the glory.
Yeah.
It's me, your boy Keeyen Martin, coming to you. Just finished my absolute first ever mixtape EP release party. It was phenomenal. I sang my heart out. To God be the glory. And if you weren't there, oh my gosh, you missed it. But you can check me out on a bunch of sites. If you go to KeeyenMartinMusic.blogspot.com, that's my blog. It has a direct link to my mixtape, which is titled In the Motive of Love. Again, that's In the Motive of Love. Also, check me out on iTunes. You can type in my name, Keeyen Martin, Martin. I'm on iTunes. My single, Can It Be Restored? My mixtape is there. Check me out on Reverb Nation /Keeyen Martin. Check me out on Bandcamp, KeeyenMartin.bandcamp.com. Hit me up on Twitter. That's the best way. Twitter, I love that site. I'm addicted. It's at KEEYEN12. Keeyen 12 again. That's KEEYEN. Keeyen 12. So check me out. And I'm just ready to spread the music, the gift that God's given me, spread it with His people, spread it to all people. And you know, my aim in music is to uplift, encourage, and inspire. And look out for me, God is opening doors. Much music to come, many more performances to come. And as long as y'all love it, I'll give everything that I possibly can. Love y'all.
And now a snippet of the song First Love from the highly anticipated Suitcase EP by Keeyen Martin.